Tincup and Ryan Leary, and you are listening, hopefully watching, Heroes of HR. Listen, this is a limited series brought to you by iSolved, and we actually have an iSolved person on today. So this is going to be fun on a couple different levels. Ryan, how you doing?
I am fantastic. I'm laughing because
As you
the way
should.
you said that. We have an ISOF person on
I've said it
today.
different 12 different times. Like I can't get the formula down, so it is what it is.
Does the ISOF person have a name?
Isela,
There you go.
Oh, I'm glad you said it.
see,
That's why I came at it that way.
I'm
I'm like,
horrible at names.
you say it.
Normally, Isela, what I do is I'm like, hey, just introduce yourself. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit and make
Yeah.
them pronounce their name
hmm
because like I'm horrible with names. Would you do us a favor and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. My name's Isela Conley. I am the director here at iSolved over talent acquisition. My role is I lead I lead a dynamic team focused on attracting, hiring, retaining top talent to drive iSolve's growth and success. So what we do is we specialize in creating innovative recruiting strategies, fostering strong partnerships with hiring managers, leveraging tools, technologies, recruiting enablement to streamline our hiring process. I am in San Antonio, Texas. I've been in Texas my whole life, born in Austin, moved to Houston, went to University of Houston. Fun fact, I went to school for accounting and it wasn't until I graduated and I basically had a coming to Jesus with myself and said, "Do I really want to be a diehard accountant for the rest of my life?" And
hmm
the answer was no. But I
Yeah.
got into staffing, recruiting for accounting professionals. So I was
Yeah.
still able to use my accounting degree, the software, everything that I learned because I was finding that talent. And that's what grew me into or groomed me into talent in general.
Well, you knew
Um,
how to speak the language, which is
yeah,
half the
yeah,
battle, right?
hmm
right.
So at the time, it was a good decision for you
Hmm.
because you didn't want
Yes.
to be an accountant. You wanted to. At what point did you say, "Why am I in staffing?"
Why am I in staffing? Well, I think that, the cookie cutter answer is I like to help people,
hmm
make an impact. It's fun. Also, for me, I found myself genuinely, it wasn't hard for me. It wasn't hard to interface with business or stakeholders. It also wasn't hard for me to interface with random strangers, candidates, and cold call on people where
hmm
others it can be intimidating. But for me, it just came very natural. Um, I just told this to my colleague, but when um, COVID happened and my husband worked from home when we worked together, I would literally, I would literally like put on my headphones and we shared an office and I said, "Are you ready to experience me change somebody's life?" And he's like, "Oh my God, get over yourself." But I'm like, I am like, I'm giving
That's
somebody
right.
a career, a salary, benefits. You know what I mean?
You
Like
really
that is
are.
Yeah, you
exciting.
are.
Yeah.
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 Well, look, I've always looked at it as I would say for me, what I love most about staffing and even in corporate was taking somebody who lost a job,
Yeah.
Hmm.
was laid off, even if they were fired, whatever reason, they were without a job, not people
Yep.
that were actually not looking, right?
Yeah.
People without a job and helping them navigate that time
Yeah.
without actually navigating the time,
Yeah.
right? Just
Right.
doing
Yeah.
what we did because it was natural to us. But in the back of your mind, you know they're getting off the phone
Yeah.
and going and talking to their spouse. I don't
Yeah.
know what to do. Oh my God. Or leading up the night before. Oh my God, I'm going to talk to Ryan. I'm going to talk to Isla. Like, what am I going to do? And you know they're how they're going to pay the bills. Their
Yeah.
severance is running out. And you're helping them. You are changing their lives.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Legit.
We are
Leg-
doing the work.
Yeah.
Legit. Okay. Random question, but it is an important question. iSolved is a work tech, HR tech company, right?
Yeah.
So y'all play in that space. Do you Do your customers ever ask you recruiting questions? Like,
Yeah.
do you ever get, like, you become the center of excellence
Well,
for not just for
yeah.
iSolve, but then for customers?
It's happening right now. We have our whole talent strategy platform. It's one of our products. And one of the things I pride myself and our team is that we literally drink our own champagne. I say this all the time, but we use our own product to find top talent. So if anybody lives and breathes into our product, it's our talent team. We live in there all day, every day. And so it's a selling component for customers, how to navigate it, questions that they have, also for our sale, like internally for our sales team. But they leverage us as much as possible, given
Yeah.
that we literally live and breathe it.
Your client zero.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
Hmm.
so I can see salespeople wanting you to be on sales calls.
yeah,
So I can see, I mean, if I were in corporate sales for iSolved, especially enterprise sales, I'm like, you know what? Let me see what the availability is.
yeah.
Anyhow, let us ask you some heroes of HR questions. So, from a talent perspective, what's keeping you up at night these days?
So many things. Um, right.
Alphabetically,
I know,
numerically,
right?
like
In
what do you want to go?
chronological order, or um,
Fair statement.
so I would say the intersection of what I would say talent scarcity and shifting employee expectations is what's keeping me late at night. What does that mean? The competition for top talent is no longer just about filling roles, right? Like that was, oh my God, like COVID happened. It's
Right.
about creating meaningful employee experiences that attract, retain, and inspire the workforce of tomorrow. COVID was a game changer, obviously. And with remote and hybrid work models now becoming a norm, candidates are evaluating opportunities based on flexibility, inclusion, impact, purpose driven cultures more than ever. So the challenge lies in balancing these expectations while driving business outcomes. And that's always constantly in the back of my mind. Moreover, as you guys know, leveraging AI and data driven insights is
Yep.
huge. It is. I like
Yeah.
it's just where we live at.
That's right.
Thanksgiving was not too long ago. My new soon to be brother-in-law was here, and we got in this whole debate about he doesn't believe in technology, and I'm like, I can't, I just can't.
You'll be finding him a job at some
You're
point.
Hundred
I'm
percent.
just
right.
saying.
To the point where I was like, I'm gonna go play with my kids. But
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
leverage.
politics in the house.
I
Stop
gotta go to
Yes.
talking.
Whole Foods. I'll talk to you later. I'll
Yeah,
be back.
yeah.
Yeah.
But leveraging AI and data driven insights in recruiting presents just both an incredible opportunity and a need, right, for ethical and strategic implementation. But to answer your question, I would say, okay, how do we scale efficiency without losing the human touch, right? There's chat GPT, there's all these automation, like that's great and all, but I don't know about you guys, but when I just had someone fraud use our credit card, made a false representation. I had a call, get a new card, the whole thing. And there is nothing more than I wanted to speak to a live person to make sure that I was being
Oh,
taken care of. And that's the same with talent, right? Like I can automate a job description, I can automate your interview, the back and forth. But at the end of the day, that's a key question that I'm passionate about tackling.
that's really interesting. With all the conversation around, automation, this and that. When you said that, when you said all you wanted to do was talk to a human,
Yeah,
I don't mind talking to a chatbot anymore. Like I'll get on and I'll use the service bot and
sure.
all, but I know what I'm getting.
Right.
But there are those times where it's like I just need a human, and there's
Agent.
and there's no
Agent.
yeah, and there's no
Agent.
option. Well, and then they
Zero,
don't give it to
zero.
you. We'll connect with you. Yeah,
Yes,
and it's
yes.
like you just want that peace of mind. I need a human to confirm this is
Yeah,
actually done.
right.
My pharmacy hates me, man. Hates, capital H, because I won't do it through their automated system. I'm just like, every time they do, you can go to the website and do
Yeah,
it. Agent, agent,
yeah.
agent. Finally, it gets me to the
But
pharmacy.
I'm with you,
Uh,
Ryan. I agree. Use it, get me where I need to be, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
But at a certain
wayfinding.
point, and especially like, guys, this our commodity is people, right? People have
Yeah.
feelings, people have emotions, people have
Turns out,
kids,
yeah,
Yeah.
that, and it's your career. It's a big deal. So, yeah, you need that human touch for sure. But
Yeah.
as we scale ever, um, we move so fast and revolving. Yeah, AI is obviously here to
Yeah.
stay.
So what's exciting you going into 2025?
Oh man. So it's funny. I just kicked this off with my team this morning, but 2025, in my opinion, is shaping up to be the year of redefining talent acquisition through innovation and exclusivity. So, again, how can working smarter, not harder? But I'm excited about the opportunity to lean into technology powered recruiting solutions. For example, smarter matching algorithms to advanced workforce analytics, where I'm creating now more personalized, more efficient hiring experiences for both candidates and hiring managers, and really making my team more efficient, enabling them, right? So they can actually work on what they're great at, which is finding top talent, not the robust administration, back and forth, job description, scheduling. Like that's all great as
hmm
part of our job, but let technology do that. You guys capitalize on what you do is what is best. So I think additionally, like what I see for 2025 as a pivotal year, this is a time to upskill and reskill our initiatives, particularly in addressing what I would say is the demand for technical roles, but also fostering internal mobility, right? Using our current talent that we have and setting them up for success. Yeah, that's an exciting time just to focus not just on building pipelines, but a talent ecosystem that support long-term growth and forward development.
fantastic. So you're an insider with iSolved. So you got the people heroes bit down probably pretty pat. But
Yeah,
what does it mean to you really? Like when you hear the term and you're explaining it maybe to a new hire,
yeah.
on staff, how do you explain it to people?
Well, I would say it's embracing. mm, it's embracing the role of an advocate, number one,
hmm
a problem solver, and an innovator for the workforce. It's about recognizing that people are the heart of every organization and having the courage to champion um, their needs while still aligning to their business objectives, right? Again, these are people. Our commodity is people.
Right.
So that is huge. And again, selfishly, like how cool is it that our talent team is bringing these amazing people that if it was sales that sold $1 million deal or that was part of a product roadmap and launched a new tool, like, wow, we staffed that, we found that. That's amazing. So, you know, I would say people hero, are I don't know. I think of like creating a culture where employees feel seen, where they feel heard, where they're just empowered to be their best.
Quick
Right.
follow up. So you said advocate, and it's actually something I struggle with. So please help me with this.
Okay.
Are you a candidate advocate or a company advocate?
Oh man.
And you can't say both.
I have to.
You can't. You cannot say
If she
both. That's
wants
a
a job next week, she has
no, no,
to.
no, 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 no. I mean, of course you're
Why
both.
can I
I
not
get
say
it.
both? That's not even
Good.
right.
All right, but how much do you lean one way or the other?
It
Like,
depends on the day. It depends on the
okay,
role. Yeah.
okay. So it's actually it's a spectrum,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you're moving
yeah.
them. Okay,
I mean,
okay,
it's not just about it's not just about hiring talent. We're about building workplaces where individuals can thrive and achieve
right.
meaningful outcomes for themselves and for the business. I am I think one of the things that's helped me be successful that I'm very transparent with both candidates and stakeholders. If a stakeholder's coming in and they want, the purple score, the
Yeah,
unicorn,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. But like our budget is this, or we have to be on site. Like we need to bring it back to reality. And at the same time, for my candidate, if my candidate's like, I really need remote and I have kids and I'm like, this is not the job for you, but that's okay. We have other areas in our organization that, I want to keep you in mind for. But no one is successful if I'm not setting you up for success. And that's where I become more of this consultative approach, right? Where we're saying, is this really the right fit for you? Consultant.
Yeah. How one follow up to that.
Yeah.
How much how aligned does the recruiter have to be to the company
Oh,
in
yeah.
order to play both sides of the fence, as opposed to just saying, I'm going to go with my gut because I've got
Yeah.
25 years in recruiting?
Yeah. No, you have to be aligned with the business,
Did
our
did you
goals.
just age her?
No, I'm not saying her. I'm just
Damn, you
saying
got
in
40 years as
general.
a recruiter,
No,
dude. Seriously?
we're
No,
all we're all
just
right
kidding.
there.
Just
No,
kidding.
it's truly a partnership, right? Like, yes, you want to advocate for your candidate, but
Yeah,
our stakeholders, those are our customers, and we are very
yeah,
customer centric, right? And no difference that if you go to a restaurant and the customer's always right. I mean, sure, our customer's always right, but it's our job to bring them to reality. And what I
right,
say is, deliver a slate of top candidates, external referrals,
Right.
internal. Yeah,
internal. Yes, exactly. Like,
yeah,
that's where I have done my job. If I can, an intern. Have you thought about an intern and kind of
that's right.
advocate on that?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you describe iSolve to someone who they're not in HR, they're not in payroll, and you're
To my
just
parents.
yeah.
Yeah,
How do you
that's
describe it to
perfect.
your parents? There you
Yeah,
go. And
yeah,
while you're at it,
that's actually
describe to
perfect.
mine what I do for a living because they have
Yeah,
no clue.
Yeah. So I always say people first, right? We're a people first HR technology platform. Well, what is platform? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I say, we transform the way businesses manage their workforce. And then if I'm talking to my parents, I, break it down. Like, every organization has HR, has payroll, has benefits, talent management. So we empower those organizations to streamline those critical functions like payroll, like
Hmm.
benefits, talent management, while enhancing the employee experience. What do you mean by employee experience? Well, if I'm working with a tool, is it user friendly? Can I get on my mobile app and approve someone's time off? If I am an employee, can I look at my pay stub and submit a PTO request, right? So that's what I say what iSolve does. But I also say that I think what separates us is that we are deeply, deeply rooted in creating these meaningful connections between employers and employees. I selfishly get to see it because I hire these individuals, and there's nothing more rewarding when I go on LinkedIn and I see a post about, I'm Team Pink or I'm Win as One, where, these new hires, right? They're genuinely excited
right.
about their
Hmm.
career. And that's what separates us from their onboarding, from the recruiting experience. But, it also, it inspires people to grow and to succeed. So I would say, mom, dad, I saw this about every moment of an employee's life cycle, whether you are talking to the recruiter for the first time, whether you're onboarding, or maybe it's time for internal
Right.
mobility and a promotion.
Love it. Last question.
Okay.
You're high energy. I can tell that you're high energy. I love that you're high energy. On the occasion that you do need to recharge your battery,
Yeah.
okay. On those occasions, what do you do to recharge your people heroes battery?
So I recharge. I recharge by lifting heavy. Stay with me,
Go ahead.
literally. Um, I'm a CrossFit junkie by heart, CrossFit
Okay.
enthusiast,
Okay.
and someone who recently just embraced bodybuilding as a sport. So I find discipline for me in nutrition and in exercise. There's just something empowering for me about controlling what you can, especially in a
Right.
world where so much feels uncertain at times. So for me, training is just not about physical strength, but it's a mental reset. So it's my time to clear my head, to focus on my goals, remind myself that growth, whether it's in fitness, whether it's in talent, comes from, for me, consistent effort and from pushing past my limits. This practice for me not only fuels my energy, but also my resilience and my perspective as a leader. I also notice that, and I work out at the butt crack of dawn in the morning because I have two littles, I have a family, I
Yeah.
have a team, and you know what? It's non-interrupted time, and it's guaranteed. There's always something that's going to happen in the afternoon,
Right.
but in the morning when everyone's sleeping, like that's my time. And that's some like my time to be selfish. You can see right here. Here's my trophy that I got. I just started
Oh,
competing last year, and that's my bodybuilding
oh,
trophy.
nice, nice. Well, you got to
Ryan,
put that up front next time.
oh yeah, 100%. Ryan was doing strongest man competitions for a while.
Strongman, yeah,
Strongman
Yeah,
long time,
competitions for
yeah.
a while. I'm like, foreign concept to me, foreign concept. But that is amazing. It's a
yeah,
great way to reset and to
yeah.
recharge. Just
When I don't get a work, Ryan, I don't know if you can relate, but the days that I miss a workout, I am just
Hmm.
not myself.
Yeah.
I'm irritable. I'm on edge. Everything
Hmm.
annoys me. You know what I mean? And that's how I know, like, oh. And my husband will literally tell me, "Go for a walk. Like, you need to go outside."
Will you go do something?
I might need you to walk around the block.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
This has
That's
been wonderful. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
you're
coming on the show.
welcome. Thanks
This
for
has been
having
great.
me.
And thank you again. And thanks to the audience for listening and watching.